ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Let's see what we're going to do next. I think looking at it, probably going to extract a template to go to helping Vectra next on that planet. See if I can buy some platinum or something. Or actually, maybe we'll just go to Aya. Let's go to Aya. Bit of relaxing talk. Let's see what we got.
Gil wanted you to check in.
Yeah, I'll check on Gil.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
Yeah, I'll check on them, but not right now. AVP status. Oh, we got 6 points. Okay, what we got? Expanded field analysis, rare mining nodes. Some of them. Military points. Let's do that one. Why not? Why not? Okay, that's all that one then. And remembering that I haven't actually done anything in this section yet. But hey. I wonder what it would take to do some gold missions. Let's see, can we do some gold missions? These are probably going to fail. Strike teams. 38% chance. Oh, this one's got 64% chance. These guys have. These have long range weapons, but they've only got a 64% chance. Okay, we've got a 70% chance with this one, so I'm going to apply that one. Still don't know if it's going to go through. 61. Yeah. Okay, so the rest of the guys I'm actually going to put on the other missions. Because these are definitely going to go through. You know what? Let's do that. Widow. Credits, copper, iridium, shari, uranium. Almost not worth it doing, but I've got to do it anyway. Encryption key, salvage. Platinum, don't have platinum. rid of these grenade launchers. Bioconverter. Let's do that one. Minerals. Need platinum. And you need 4 platinum as well. Okay, I think we're going to go to Aya. Okay. Got some stuff to drop off, things to pick up, things to solve, all of that.
Tracking a remnant architect.
Aya again. There's Aya. We could try Aya, we can try the Nexus, but I need platinum. I do know this Turian homeworld planet place is actually a good resource thing. And it is important. Okay. Got to go back to Haval at some point.
Honor to meet you, Pathfinder. Initiative Pilot Marixus. I run supplies to your outposts.
What brings you to Aya?
Your survival supplies only Aya has. I'm waiting on clearance to enter the city, but it's taking too long. I understand their caution, but the outposts need these supplies. I have to get them, now.
They let me into the city. I can help.
I appreciate that. To start, EOS needs a way to produce food to support population growth. They've requested quinoa seeds to begin their own crops. There's an agricultural scientist who might sell some.
I'll make sure to get those seeds.
Volt's power grid is lagging without proper solar input. The solar amplifier would give them a boost. The solar technicians here may have the required parts.
I'll see what I can find.
Eladin's water purifier can't keep up with demand. They're requesting one of those Angaran ionic filters. There are engineers who work on the aqueducts here. I'll bet they have what we need.
On it. One filter coming up.
Wait a minute, Illidan's water filter can't keep up with demand. Oh yes, that's because it's got a lake to filter and a whole planet to water. into the city.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine venturing into space only to find more normal people?
We discovered the first relay. What if instead of Turians?
Okay, so basically around here I'm just going to look for people with markers over their heads. That's going to tell us where to get things.
You work on the solar panels. Do you have an amplifier for solar energy?
Nothing as big as these, but I have a smaller one on hand. Do you need it?
Yes, I do.
The visit is your great.
It's still good.
Because I want a decryption key. Platinum. Okay, let's go.
Vestaran? I was there when you landed. Watched you get escorted through the city.
Bet that was a sight.
You were an unexpected outsider. Not really a laughing matter.
I've never seen fruit like this before. What are these?
I don't sell it.
Parico.
You don't need it.
Sweet with a little bite. Sometimes if I'm lucky, I have a few Kiloa or Elmok.
Is fruit scarce here?
In this form, yes. Very expensive. If you buy a Paripo from me, it means you have something to celebrate. It's a luxury, meant to be shared with friends and family.
I'll get moving.
Whatever you're making, I have something to help.
Hey, Lexi. I tracked down
Have a
some
look.
samples of the...
Okay. Full on that. Platinum. We're gonna need something else as well, but platinum. Now that will be it. Although let me double check my resources. Let's get rid of. Let's get rid of 1,000 fluorite. Wait, what? Oh, although I just sold all my fluorite, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, I want to buy back 200 of them. So let's just drop this to 100 here. I'm going the wrong way, ain't I? Out of this. I want to buy 100 and... let's buy 261. Yep, I really wish there was a way to select 1,000 odd or 100 odd instead of just one at a time. $260. Okay. Wow. Let's get rid of that. Actually, I'm going to not get rid of all of that. We get rid of 2,300, I think. this is going to get us a lot of cash. You know, 2,350, why not? Where are we? That will do it for now. Zone.
I feel so out of place here. People keep staring at me. I can't tell if they're fascinated or afraid.
When I was little, I was scared of Turians. You're a stern species.
Not helping, Ryder.
Mercer, you're back.
I need Maverick.
You're right.
Weird question. You don't have any Kiloa seeds, do you?
Yes, I do. Need some?
Exaltation is just another word for how the Keg kill us.
And if you're wrong? If we've been killing for them without realizing it?
I saw a Ket up close when they attacked. It was nothing like our people.
I've seen different types of Ked. They could be exalting multiple species.
Anything they transform is an abomination. We have to destroy the creatures.
Thank you for that. Insight, Pathfinder. The issue facing us is complex. Come, my friends. Deliberate with me.
I guess there's brownie points. I'm not going to talk to Liam right now because he does want to talk. Do you need to go in here? He's, I need to speak to you.
Pathfinder, did you make it to Hervarl?
I found this Angaran helmet. Does it mean anything to you?
This is a pre-Dark Age design. Do you see the black marks? The Scourge targeted this pilot's ship. Stars, it's perfectly preserved. I can almost imagine the pilot. He must have been so afraid. I've never seen one of these intact. Do you know how rare this is? I can't even begin to repay you.
Why would the Scourge target that ship?
It must have been a remnant vessel, or maybe there's remnant tech in the helmet itself. Can you imagine? Our ancestors using the remnant. You know, Pathfinder, this gets me thinking. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't even know that helmet existed. What if that's not all we're missing? There could be a wealth of history just out of our reach. So, I'm requesting your help again.
I can't agree without knowing what you want from me.
Of course, that's only fair. I've led digs on every Angaran homeworld, but there are places I've missed, areas only a Pathfinder could go. There could be relics sitting untouched for centuries because no one could reach them. What I ask is this: if you ever find yourself in an area like that, you keep an eye out for artifacts.
I already found one. Take a look at this.
This is unfamiliar to me. It does resemble an Angara, but it looks so strange. It's clearly centuries old. Is it an artistic interpretation, or is this what we really look like? The implications. Pathfinder, you may have discovered our earliest artifact yet.
If I'd known what a big deal it was, I would have let it ride shotgun.
No harm done. It's seen centuries of wear. One bumpy ride won't change much.
You said the helmet was touched by the Scourge? What does that mean?
I forget your people weren't around for that. When the Scourge appeared, it targeted remnant ships, broke down their technology. With the drive cores disabled...
The ship's crashed.
But that may not be all. The Scourge leaves a mark on whatever it touches. If it touched this helmet, perhaps the pilot was the target. There may be remnant tech inside the helmet.
Or in the pilot.
Storms. I hadn't even thought of that.
I'll come back when I have something.
Stars guide your travels.
Okay, let's have a word with PB. He's a little bit drunk. Quite funny, really. Come on, PB, talk to me. There you are.
Getting acquainted with our new neighbors?
Sort of. All this stuff. The Angara sure do have a rich culture and blah, blah, blah.
You're sauced, aren't you? What's your poison?
I visited that cafe the Angara consider a bar. Asked for their hardest stuff. It was weird, which I like, but had almost no punch. Lightweight. Whoa.
Steady now?
That stuff must have a slow absorption rate. Whoops. Oh, writer. It's just... This museum reminds me of being on Haitiana during my indentured service as a student. They even have a whole section on the Remnant. I didn't come to Andromeda to follow in someone else's footsteps.
Don't worry, PB. The Angara barely have a foothold. Sure, they live among the ruins, but they haven't seen what we've already seen.
You might have a point there. Bet nobody here has ever outrun an ancient vault purification field, huh?
Nope.
Or spat in that Archon's ugly mug and lived to talk about it? That was nice work, by the way.
Thank you.
You're right. Not sure why, but ever since I packed up my apartment on the Nexus, something's crawled under my skin. But whatever it is, I promise, I'll get over it lickety-split.
Be sure you do. You're a handful, even sober.
It's true. By design. Makes people less likely to try to handle me. Think I'll stay in your operation a little while longer.
Okay, so I am going to go down here. This is
Effect should have come to me.
Axel, I'm all right.
You almost died. What's she doing here?
I asked the Moshai to set up a meeting. I don't want us to be enemies.
Is this true?
Axel, Ryder rescued me from the Ket. She risked her life to...
Sloane Kelly saved Kadara. Look how that went.
I don't condone what happened on Gadara. But one bad experience doesn't define an entire species.
Your kind has a history of treating each other unfairly. Just ask the Krogan.
How did you...
I've been watching you. You're invaders just like the Ket, except less cautious.
What does that mean?
You'll know soon enough. Do not trust them, Chauvin.
Axel... He didn't used to be like this. He was curious, brilliant. But the Ket, even without exaltation, they change us.
There's still time to bring him around.
I want to believe that, but his hatred towards aliens...
I'll prove we can be trusted.
I hope so.
Ryder, we just received an emergency recording from EOS. Come to the meeting room when you get back to the Tempest.
Yeah, that's what he means by you'll see soon enough. But hey, what can you do? Not much.
What did you call them?
You have questions? Be quick.
What else did your scan reveal about me?
You're strong, tough. But much of Helios is inhospitable to human biology. You won't have it easy.
Never have. How do humans stack up against your people in the Ket?
You lack biological advantages, but your technology may offset that.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time.
Yes, yes. Go.
Nice job.
Do you work on water filtration here?
I designed the system for it.
Can you sell me an ionic filter? My people need it on Eladin.
If they're tough enough for Eladin, they deserve help. Here.
I think that's about it. This way right quick.
I think we'll see more of them.
Ha!
Ambassador, I trust our people had a smooth transition to Aya.
The Angara have been gracious. Everything's going well.
Good. Keep me updated. Tan out.
I've never lied to a director before.
Pathfinder, it's a pleasure. I'm Ambassador Riala, Chief Diplomat for the Initiative on Aya. I was removed from Cryo specifically for this. Quite the wake-up call.
Yeah. I can see why people would want to be out of stasis before their job is required.
I assume you're trained for first contact diplomacy.
I'm a social anthropologist with a linguistics background. Close enough for Director Tan. I hear you're to thank for our new ties with Aya. This is our best shot at an alliance. Now we just need to keep our people from wrecking it, no matter how hard they try.
If something's wrong, I need to know.
Maybe you can help me fix it. A Solarian botanist named Sorvis Len is here, learning how to improve our crops. He sent an urgent comm, saying a member of the Angaran resistance had threatened him.
What happened?
I'm not sure. Sorvis is an excellent scientist, but not the best communicator. I'm concerned this could escalate if someone doesn't look into it, but I don't have the staff to spare.
I'll do it, but I'll do it later.
I can go settle things. I'm a friendly face for both sides.
That would be helpful. With any luck, we can prevent this from getting worse.
That'll be it for now.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
Okay. Let's get this stuff that I've brought back to the guy that needs it.
I found kilorithins for Eos. Is this enough?
It's perfect. I'll make sure Eos gets them.
Here, I found the solar amplifier for Vold.
They'll be happy to see this. No more power outages. Thank you, Pathfinder.
I managed to find an ionic filter for Eladin. Make sure they get it.
I'll get this delivered right away. They'll be relieved to have enough water.
And that's it for now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to call that an episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.